She has nearly 3 decades of experience in the music industry with blockbuster classic hits like Case of the Ex, It's All About Me, and of course, Lady Marmalade. Now, Grammy Award-winning singer Mya is back with her 10th studio album, Retrospect. The global superstar mixes R&B, funk, and pop to pay homage to the music trailblazers of the 70s and 80s, all while transporting listeners to a time of cassette tapes, vinyls, and house parties. Let's take a listen to her new single, ASAP.
If we don't do this, then we might not make it. See, I want us to grow, ain't trying to be complacent.
And Mya, kind enough to join us here in studio. Thank you so much for coming by. So this is your 10th studio album. How would you say that you have evolved, your sound has evolved since you first came on the scene in 1998?
Well, of course, I was just a little teen upon the release of my self-titled debut album. And of course, the voice changes. You know, life happens. The experience of life you bring to your art and craft. And of course, there's a lot of wisdom learned along the way, experience on and off stage. And I've just evolved as a person, human being first. And as an artist, you know, songwriter, producer, engineer, it's been a wonderful process just to witness the growth, but also learn so many different new skill sets. It's beautiful.
Yeah, on this particular album, you have Too Short, 21 Savage, Snoop Dogg. How do you decide who you're going to bring along there?
Well, this particular project, Retrospect, has a very West Coast funk element to it. Even though it's soul, even though it's R&B, pop, and funk, there's still hip hop fused with the percussion aspect and the drum sounds. So I thought it would be a nice balance, especially because I'm known for those types of collaborations, to bring that element, just not just that element, but the OGs of that element.
You were inspired for this project by the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
What was it about that particular time frame that you said, you know, I want to try and replicate that?
Well, I am officially a 70s baby. Okay.
By the skin of your teeth.
Right. But I grew up in a beautiful musical household of vinyl, a big collection that my parents owned. And it was a very joyful experience hearing real music, live composition, that I wanted to bring to this particular project. And transporting myself during the pandemic to those types of playlists really brought me a lot of joy. And because I have done funk music in the past on previous albums, I wanted a full body experience of it. And that's what an album serves as.
You mentioned going out on your own. What made it nearly 20 years now? You've actually had your own independent music label, really kind of before that was in vogue for a number of people. What made you take that leap?
Well, I think all artists sort of start independent anyways, creating from a very pure place. Regardless of the age, there's something that is so spiritual about music, number one, and something that is so magnetic that you gravitate toward it. It's also very fun, you know, when you're not thinking about just business. Now, independency has required me to show up as 90% business, and then the other 10% is the fun, right? But in order to get to that 10%, a lot of the business is very necessary, especially when you're operating within the landscape of the music business. So it's been an education in itself, an empowering one at that. And would I do it all over again? Of course, but with help.
Well, I know you said it was just 10% fun for you, but 100% fun for us, the listeners. So thank you
so
Mya,
much
for that, and continuing to do all that you do. And you can stream Mya's new album, Retrospect, May 15th.